So, you guys are in the hangar bay. So,
Wait, hold on real quick. This stream's up, Mini?
Yeah, stream just went up now.
Eric Charmel is the whistleblower. And your account's banned.
And it's gone.
Oops, there goes the stream. Damn it, Melody.
That's what I have to say to that.
I have a lot to say.
Anyway, so what are you doing first? It sounds like people are doing like 5 different things. We need to pick one first. I believe 13 was going to do something.
I'm gonna go scrounge around for parts to repair myself on the ship.
Alright, roll me a... Let's check for this. Roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Make it easy.
Let's see, where's perception? I rolled a 9 total.
Sadly, these robot parts that you found from the droids that you all murdered aren't really, how could we say, they don't work with, they're not a, it's not a plug-and-play system when you build some types of robots, and especially when you have ones that use hover, you know, they don't have legs, they're not a bipedal humanoid kind of structure, so there's not a lot of parts that you can really use for your body, sadly. I mean, there's a couple, there's like pieces of steel and stuff that you could probably use to make a ramshackle thing, but it wouldn't really do a lot.
No internal bits?
No internal bits.
That sucks.
Because this is a different company, so they're not,
He's a Linux, they're Macs.
basically. Or the other way around.
Oh, no, it's AMD versus Intel, right?
Well, maybe.
I will never succumb to Apple.
Good
You are Apple. What are you talking about?
I am Linux.
You are Apple.
Alright, well. I mean, fuck it, fear not. I'm gonna go out, since I can't find anything on the ship, I'm gonna go out and assist
Alright.
Buck.
What are you doing, Halsworth?
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna run some better sensor sweeps and more in-depth checks on the station
All
to see
right,
if there's any other
computer
robots
checks.
and all that fun shit.
Computer checks, Senor. What specifically are you wanting to look for on your checks?
Well, the 2 things I would like are 1, to see if there's any other computer systems, drones, or anything like that in the station.
Okay.
And number 2 would be to get the blueprints of the station,
Okay.
so we have a better layout and understanding of how this place works. And that will be a 14.
Alright. For the first one, and I'll need a second one from you. So the first one, you kind of poke around and trying to see if there's any other security systems or anything. What you realize when you start poking into the back end of the computer, the operating system of all the computers in this facility.
Yep.
The security system has not been tripped.
Okay.
So... Oh, shit. They got another one? Holy shit! Jesus Christ, US.
What?
They got another freaking Iranian dude today.
What was it, the guy's replacement?
Apparently there's a report they just had another one in Baghdad. Jesus.
Congratulations on your promotion. You take over for that guy. Boom. We need a third.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, so the security system, like the internal security system hasn't been tripped yet. But there's also no life signs within that system. Like, you're able to get into it, and there's no life signs in the system. So if you want to do anything further, you can do an investigation check with that.
I'll get the blueprints. I rolled a 26 for those.
Alright, so you do get the blueprints, and I will show you. This is not the hangar bay. So that little hangar bay, it's on this right here. This part of the hangar bay. is the elevator port. There's a elevator. This little box right here is an elevator that comes down from the main hangar bay. So they use it to mainly like move freight up and down.
Gotcha.
And they have other ones too, but that's the main one that they probably use to do quick loading and stuff. So this is the facility.
Okay.
So there you go.
Anything in the blueprints particularly stand out of importance?
I mean, there's a trash compactor. I mean, that's about it. I mean,
Well, yeah, there's a trash compactor, but
Who's going in?
many.
Not it.
Okay,
Not
I'll share
it.
the. I'll share
My
the
finger's
blueprints with
already on my
everybody
nose,
else,
bro.
so that way everyone has a
copy.
idea of the layout of the facility.
Wait,
I'll
so how's
download
this
that.
oriented? And where is the ship in comparison?
So the ship is above this. So the way it is so this is just looking. This is the map of the facility where they would store and bring everything into storage and bring it up. Like now there would be rooms out off of these hallways that would probably be the main storerooms. So like they're just big bays, honestly, with boxes and shit in them. But this is kind of the processing and the area that people were probably living in and working and stuff. So basically, excuse me, this is where this elevator's where they go up and down, and off to the side if they had anything bigger, they have bigger elevators to move something of a little bit larger scale. But mainly this facility wasn't built for that, so they don't have very many of those. They only have like 2 elevators that can do that. So there's also a turbo lift here and here too that goes somewhere else. So they go deeper into the facility, but this is just the next level down from where you're at. Kind of the control room and stuff. A lot of this hangar facility is automated because you don't really need a lot of people to move cargo around when you have robots and other things to do stuff. So this is where they probably crew of 3 or 4 probably lived out here. So there you go.
Alright, so is there anything around the ship? Like,
Other than the dead
crates
parts,
and shit?
the dead parts that you haven't had. Now up on the floor with the ship, there was a couple of empty boxes, but they had stuff in them, but it looked like it was picked clean probably by the security robots, which you can take a guess on.
I have a look in there and see what it was picked clean of.
So are you looking for anything on the box, like an identifier or anything?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll investigation check for me.
Can I assist him with that?
Are you with him?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
Alright.
Is there a modifier for investigation? Or are we just doing a 20?
The D20 plus whatever your... Is it not a check? I always thought it was a check in this edition.
Guess I don't think so, or I just don't have it.
It might just be a... Well, just use your perception bonus for it.
Plus one's 15.
Okay. Go
What?
15.
Oh,
You got a 15. Yeah. You see that you don't know what the number's for, but you see a number. It says Echo 515. So Echo 515 is the number on the box. It probably is a labeling system they use within the facility to identify probably what was in there. They don't keep a manifest or anything on the box.
Alright. I'll pull out a pen and jot that down on the back of my hand.
Okay. You have technology that you could just probably write that down on, right?
I also have a pen and I can just jot it on the back of my hand.
Oh, Buck's old school. Okay.
And a robot.
And a robot, like
Beside
literally
you.
right next to you. Buck's old school. Anyway.
Very old school.
Yep.
Alright. Once that's immediately clear, I'm gonna have a look at the ship. I assume engineering would be the
Yeah.
skill for
You going on the
repair work.
outside? Because you guys
Yeah.
already kind of to the outside.
Because we're down to 17 out of 40, so I want to try
Yeah.
patching that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help him as well. Find the material, that kind of stuff. Figure out where best to put it.
I figure we can use, if we don't have enough like armor plate in the ship, we can use some of the metal containers.
Cut them off
Yes.
and like.
Yeah, scrap
work.
metal.
Mm-hmm. The ship looked brand new about an hour ago. Now, not so much.
Now it's got fucking cargo containers welded to it.
The christening is complete.
God. So roll me engineering checks, both of you. And Hoss, if you want to do anything you can. What is Wep gonna do at this point? Are you gonna stay on the ship, or are you gonna go with them?
That is a 24 engineering.
That's gonna be 16 for me.
So you guys are able to restore, I would say, up to 25 health on your ship back, on your sheet, and you're able to at least
Put it
make
up to
it
25 or add
Yeah.
25?
no up to 25. But it is able to be space worthy and do all that again. So
Okay.
hopefully you shouldn't have any leaks. You're gonna probably want to get someone to officially patch it up, like
Yeah.
an actual repair at some point for it. But if you
This'll
need
just
to,
keep
can
us
get-
from breathing
Oh.
vacuum on the way
Yes.
back.
yes.
That'll do for me.
So
I was fine.
I was fine. What a dick.
I mean, I would be too, because I'm still in my spacesuit.
But you only have so much air in your spacesuit.
Yeah, I
By
can
the
plug
way,
it in.
are you still wearing it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because by this time now, the environment has restored itself that you could breathe without, you can breathe
Unless
easily
they
now.
tried to vent us.
Yes, there
That was
is
one of those
that.
stray rounds. Punched a hole somewhere.
But all right. So you guys do see the elevator. It's actually, like I said, it's this one right here. There's one that leads right into the control room there. So that's what this one is, and they use these turbo lifts to like move the boxes and stuff. So you can either use the big ones here, or you can use the one that goes into the actual control room.
I'll head for the control room. Although, Halls, what are you up to? You've been quiet.
Probably eating.
I'd like to go now. I'd like to go and investigate these security droids further.
Okay,
I'm
do you-
gonna.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nope, up to you.
So go ahead. What do you want to look? What are you specifically wanting to
Well,
look at?
first I
them?
want to see if I can figure out who produced them, like produced and programmed them and anything else, and then I want to look for any other
mean,
identifying markings or anything like that
these-
might determine who they came from.
From
Worst
what-
comes to worst, I'll try and hack into one of them and see if I can pull any of that programming information.
So, from what you can tell, these droids that you guys have ran into, they were built as security droids for the Fed. They're an older model, but like they don't make them anymore. Like they don't make them anymore
Is there a reason they don't make them anymore?
because they're just out there. They were outdated. These are very old droids. Circa probably 1,500 years.
Okay.
Like this model is ancient, and you start looking at you kind of tap in with like a PDA.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of read the coding, and somebody has repurposed these from elsewhere, so you can tell that this isn't the original programming for these droids.
Okay.
Like
Do I
someone
recognize any kind of the programming where it comes from or anything
go
like that?
ahead and roll a. Let's see. Have you roll a computer's check to see if you do. I'll have you do that.
That'll be a 19.
So you recognize the code is it's a hijacking code as you read it. It's a hijack and reprogramming code from the original directives that were coded in the droid. Most of the time, it's really hard to reprogram droids unless you completely wipe their memory. The way they did this one is they overwrote. They basically just created a program that overwrote everything, just kind of brute forced it. Instead of rewriting the whole droid, it kind of just overlapped it, if that makes sense. So the original coding is still in there, but so is the hijacked one as well. So it's either something that somebody did recently or somebody that kind of has an idea, but it's kind of dangerous.
Is there any identifier in this hijacking code that allows for prevention of blue on blue? Like if you're running a specific identifier or anything like that, it won't engage, or is it just mindlessly killing anything that comes across?
Anything that has
kill all humans.
Basically anything that it can recognize as it seems like they were just released to just go rampant on this facility.
Okay. So basically anything that wasn't in a security droid, it was gonna kill.
Yeah. And probably anything that wasn't the collective that was sent here by whatever or what was brought here. Basically, yeah, it just went through and rampaged everything.
Okay.
That it could recognize as either a biological or as a basically anything that was sentient. So that's why they didn't destroy the facility. Let's just put it that way.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're gonna head to the control room?
Yep.
So you get on the elevator, are you gonna go with him, 13, or are you going to stay at the ship?
I'm gonna stay with the ship, start making sure the repairs are completed, that kind of stuff.
As you get on the elevator and come down, the camera focuses in on you. Do you have your gun with you?
Yeah.
Do you have it in a ready position?
Yes.
Okay.
Did it fit in the elevator?
Yes, it fits.
Just barely.
Just barely. He looks very uncomfortable. It's like one of the Star Trek turbolift kind of elevators, where it's like kind of the rounded tube, and you're just like holding on your rifle in this tube. Like, I am super uncomfortable. As you come down, the door opens, and you look around the room, and it is just a mess of just a visceral mess. There's blood just everywhere in here. It looks like a scene from like Alien or something where it just went ham.
I pushed the up button.
And you go back up slowly.
I heard my nickname.
And you guys see as Buck the elevator comes back up, and you see Buck hop out of it.
I'm just gonna look towards them and wait until they look at me.
13, hearing the elevators, just hearing it go down and then come back up, is gonna turn around and be like, "That was fast."
I'm just gonna shake my head.
You're like, no.
I'm not going down there by myself. Sorry. I ain't going down there by myself.
I'll sigh and I'll go with him.
So you both like it goes back to you come back up and then it jump cuts back to you guys both in the elevator.
Looking uncomfortable.
Yep. But because he's being a bitch, I'm gonna have my nanos swarming all over both of my hands just as a protective measure in case something comes up.
I look even more uncomfortable than the first time.
You're like in the corner with your gun, just like I
not sure where to aim it.
You're just like
Trying really hard not to aim it at him.
13, do you go with him too? Or are you gonna stay at the ship?
I'm still with the ship, maybe finalizing the
Okay.
God, this elevator comes back up again.
You guys open it, and you now see the carnage that this control room was. You see just blood everywhere, guts. You probably see half a torso sitting in a chair. Yeah, those droids did a number on these people, and there's about 4 bodies that you could see in here.
Now that I'm not by myself, I'll start clearing the room.
Yeah, it's a bloody mess, and
clear.
It is.
I'll clear it as well.
Not
just...
that kind of clearing, like making sure there's not another security droid in here clearing.
Yeah, no,
okay. Tactical tactical
Yeah,
movement.
we're like making sure we're not gonna die, I think, is our game plan.
Did we figure out? Did we get you guys little icons / figurines for this?
No, I have one. Like I kind of threw one together, but it's way too many polys.
Okay.
We could just use
Oh.
the little.
I'll use the on the player pawns.
By the way, we have the communication, the little voice comp thing, right?
Yes.
Basically, two-way radio.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna mention or ask to them, do you guys see any cameras or security features there that I can hack into?
We'll make
I
them
have to
small.
scrape the blood off, but yeah.
Like it literally looks like people exploded in here. That's how bad it is. So if there is cameras, probably not going to do very well. So
That bad, huh?
So
I'm just gonna send him a picture.
yeah, you just see the picture come through.
Receiving data.
Yep.
Oh my.
Somebody pissed somebody off.
All right, there you guys go. Just use the pawns where you guys want to go. So
Breach bang clear, breach bang clear.
there is still power down here. You do see the consoles are still on. You can also tell that there was a point where this whole level was also probably vented. So there's still, you can see that's probably why some of the blood's where it's at, is that this whole area probably got vented too, on top of that. So, Buck, your hope, kind of looking at this, is hoping that they were probably vented first before they were probably murdered, or this all happened at the same time, because maybe this control room had a different venting protocol to it.
I assume by the fact that it's fairly well coated in blood that it was not in the process of being vented.
No, but you do look outside, like you guys pass the windows looking on the rest of and you could probably tell at some point that there was a venting action in the rest of the facility.
Well, I'll check on my, the back of my glove where I wrote that number down, and I'll mention it to Wup. Say, hey, those crates had this number on them. Maybe have a look in the computer, see if anything pops up on the manifest.
I'll go ahead and take a look at the computers.
What? Why are you measuring?
Don't worry.
I'll take a look on the computers and see if I can find anything that matches that.
God damn it.
Well, the computers are over here.
I'm going with him.
In this area. So you guys will have to move over there. You guys do come down here and you do see there's like a security armory here. It's very small.
Actually, no, fuck it. I'm not going. I'm going for the armory. then I'll go to the.
There's a couple of grenades.
I'm taking them.
Taking the grenades, and there is a regular kinetic rifle, like an assault rifle.
That too, and throw my big fuck-off sniper on my back.
Computers are down there, aren't they?
Yeah. So then there's 3 So you have that and 3 magazines.
I'm gonna step up to the door, and then I'm gonna send my nano to go ahead and scout for me to make sure the way is clear.
How many grenades did I pick up?
3.
I'll toss one over to Wup if he wants one.
I'll take it. Grenades are grenades.
Alright. Fucking sweet.
I
so
now
she's like a
fear
nano to
grenades.
carry it for me.
Well,
The nano, you send your nanos in there, Halls, like through the door.
Yeah.
And you just watch them all just drop. They just all fall down to the floor. Deactivate, you don't get any signals from them.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm not gonna go in there then. I'm gonna come over here. Is there a computer over here I can use?
There is no computer in there.
All right, well, then we're gonna have to find a computer somewhere else, or he can go down there and he can get a computer for me.
So what are we doing?
Well, in the meantime, while they decide that, I'm gonna grab my my weapon, my laser rifle, and hit the elevator button to go down.
And you guys watch as you see now 13 coming down. Door opens, and 13 now you see the actual situation that you received the image on.
I am here.
And go ahead and place where you want to be with your icon, which is over here.
Whoa, gotta desize that.
Yep, I got it.
Alright. Where's this thing's the elevator?
Yeah, that was where the elevator's at, where you guys came down. And you see there's now an empty armory to your right.
I'm gonna actually stay in the elevator. Where's the door entrance? Is it looking this way?
So there's a door entrance here, and there's one here.
Oh, the elevator's just open.
And the elevator kind of opens this way.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna watch this alleyway from the elevator. I will watch
as
the
you're
right
standing
alleyway.
there, you guys watch the doors close, and then you see it go back up.
No, wait. I wasn't done.
It opens up again, and there's nobody at the other end of that. 13. You go back down.
God damn it. Down. Previous floor.
Do
Comes back down, and then it opens.
Ding.
Now stay. I'm gonna hit the emergency stop button.
It doesn't work.
Fuck. Do I go back up?
The doors start closing.
Shove something in the door.
Shit. Too late. Fuck. It's going back up.
And you're back. You're still inside it. It's going back up. You just watch. You guys hear 13 like struggling to keep the door open.
This is the worst.
Technical difficulties.
And then you guys hear the down button being hit again, and you see it like light up. You see it light up on your guys' floor again. You hear it come back down. You hear it go bing, and it opens.
You having some trouble over there?
I now hate elevators. I'm just gonna step off the elevator.
Okay, and it closes behind you and it goes back up.
Hiss
Why don't you
off,
just
damn elevator.
jam the door open or something?
Good. Well, I didn't bring anything but my rifle.
That is unfortunate. Oh well.
Oh well.
All right. And then you guys look back, like 13 as you turn around, you hear like something breaking in the elevator.
Shit.
Breaking into or
breaking? The elevator is breaking.
That's fine.
You hear like a couple of cable wires snap, and you hear like a crash.
Like at our level, or?
No, it's below you.
Oh, it just did the whole Half-Life thing?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Good riddance.
At 13, you try to press the button, and it pings, but nothing comes.
Well, that's a fine kettle of fish.
I didn't like it anyway. So where are the stairs?
I mean, you guys could
Bold
probably...
of you to assume there are stairs.
Yeah.
This is space, bro.
I'm gonna try jumping. Gravity still works.
I mean, there's probably emergency access in the elevator.
Well, either way, we have to clear this floor first. I will cover the right side, make sure nothing comes through.
Alright, so who's walking into the control room?
Alright. Real quick, I gotta figure out what this rifle is.
It's just a regular rifle for right now. I'll tell you what to roll if you use it.
Okay.
So.
Then I'll start
We'll look up
clearing
a
in
specific one later.
from this side.
You walk through and nothing happens to Buck. Buck just you enter the room and everything seems. You kind of hear a weird hum, but that's about it. It almost sounds like it's not. I wouldn't say like a dog whistle hum. You know, kind of like how when someone blows a dog whistle, it's kind of like a different octave, something like that, but it's a lot lower. And it's not a. It doesn't sound like a from a machine or anything that you're used to.
Do I know what that sound is? From experience? Or anything that I would know?
Roll me a engineering check with disadvantage, sir.
Okay.
And Halls, you can roll it too if Buck tells you guys. So
disadvantage rolls twice. Lowest.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
pick the lowest.
I rolled a 7.
Halls, if you want Whoop to roll that, you can too. What's disadvantage?
Oh boy. Well, that'll be a low number. I'll tell you that much. Perception, right?
Computers.
That'll be a 15.
That's not bad.
Better than my 7.
As Buck, I'm assuming you described that to them, Bilotti. What's going on? Like, I'm hearing something that's not right. Right?
Yeah.
You realize, especially after what you just saw, what happened to your nanites, you realize that someone has deployed like a radio frequency scrambler, and that's what was interfering with your connection with your nanites.
Okay.
So you kind of put 2 and 2 together. Once Buck kind of starts describing, I'm hearing something weird in here,
like a humming noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I guess smash it.
Smash it down, 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 down. Sorry.
Try turning it off first.
Try turning it off first.
We could probably use that.
How do I turn it off?
I assume you haven't found it yet. You just hear the noise.
You just hear it, yeah.
I just hear it.
Try to locate where the noise is coming from and or a console to interact with it.
Alright. I'll go kind of follow the sound.
Okay, so you kind of follow it. You don't really see... You hear it. It sounds like it's echoing through like the whole room. So there's not a real like point of genesis for it. It just kind of sounds like it's coming from the walls and everywhere. You get into the control room, and you do see there's a security console there when you do get in there.
Over here?
Yeah, I'll say when there's a little console there on that wall. And you do see that they had a disruption field activated, and you do see it like written on the wall, and then it says enter code to deactivate.
I'm gonna type in 1234.
Error.
Well, at least I don't have to change my suitcase.
How did you know my password?
I'm gonna write 1234 on the back of my hand.
Check your other hand. Look for the other code.
Yeah, that was a shipping crate.
Worth
doubt
a shot.
that's the password. I look around for like some idiot's post-it note or something.
On one of the bodies, you do see there's like you go over to the desk in here, and it has there's like a password list, and there's like 10 passwords on here, and it's just covered. It's like there's like blood droplets all over this thing. It is just gruesome.
Pick it up with like 2 fingers as far away from the blood as possible, and I am wearing my gloves
you
again.
see there's 4 different codes. So if you roll me a d4 and tell me which number you get. Hello, Hops.
Hello.
Howdy.
I was lazy, so instead of rolling a d4, I rolled a d8. So 6 would be 3.
Okay. You enter the code. It actually works, and it says passcode authorized, Mr. Johnson.
Eh.
And then the code deactivates, and you hear the humming stop.
I'll gingerly fold up the paper and kind of stick it in an empty pocket, and pat the corpse on the shoulder as I walk by, saying, "Thank you, Mr. Johnson," and head over to let them know that they're gonna come in.
It's like this headless corpse, and you're like, "Thank you for your service." My God.
I appreciate the assistance. Also, hi, Longer Beam.
Hey.
You guys are able to enter the room now, if you want.
13's gonna very cautiously approach the door, put his hand out to it, and see if anything happens.
Yeah, there's a crack of light just out of nowhere.
I'm gonna send more nano down the hallway.
Nanos go through just fine.
Okay. Do they get into the next room just fine as well? The
Yes,
one at the
they
end of the
do.
hall. Is
Yes,
there
they
anything
do.
in that room?
Yeah, the control room.
Is there any fucking goddamn murder bots in there?
No, there's not.
Then why were you measuring? I'm gonna search this center room.
Okay.
Just go through shit.
It's mainly like random assortment of parts. There's not like just junk. It's mainly junk. Like people probably stored a lot of their like office supply stuff here. You actually find their like kitchen area, like their break area.
Oh, can I rate it for food?
You open the kitchen and you just see that there's you kind of smell it, and it doesn't smell good.
Alright, I'm gonna.
It's either somebody put rotten cabbage in there, or they brought kimchi to work. One of the two.
Smells like botulism.
Yes. And also, they've been in here for how long? You know, yeah, it probably smells like botulism at this point.
Is there any like packed rations or anything worth taking?
I mean, there's your assortment of generic soda.
I'll grab a couple cans of soda.
There's like a 12-pack of like a mix, like the mix pack that you would buy at Walmart with like all of the Walmart brand sodas and in there.
Fucking RC cola.
Like RC and like root beer and all that fun stuff, yeah.
Sam's Choice, that's what
Sam's Choice, yeah.
Fuck it.
And it's literally Sam's Choice, by the way, too. It's not another company, it's Sam's Choice. It's still, Walmart is still a thing in this. So.
Oregon soda.
Yep.
I'll leave that there for now. Probably grab it on the way out if I think about it.
And you look around, there's not much else. What are you wanting to do with the consoles, sir?
I'll head that way then.
Also worth.
I'm just gonna do. I'm doing the exact search that he asked me.
All right, roll me computers, sir.
That's a natural one. So.
You go to touch the computer, and as you touch it, it depowers the whole console.
Smooth move.
And it says biocode not recognized. Please state your identity. Password
Mr.
requested.
Johnson.
Password requested.
I pull the paper out and hand it to him.
This bloody post-it note, hands it to you.
Does it actually have anything I can read on there that works for that?
I mean, you could try. I mean, there's numbers that would work on there. You don't know if they're correct, but they should fit.
I'll point to the one that I've already used.
Okay, we'll give it a try, I guess.
His name's Mr. Johnson.
Alright. You can type it in. I need a D4 there, Halsworth.
You need a what from me?
A D4 from you.
4. 2.
So you try it. It actually takes the code. And it has like the little window wheel. It's like processing. It's like the spinning wheel when you load stuff. And it's just doing that for about 30 seconds go by, 45 seconds go by. And then you hear password accepted. And the console powers back on. Releasing station from emergency vent protocol.
I clenched a little before I realized releasing from emergency vent.
Mm-hmm.
13 searching the bodies.
Alright, roll perception check while you search through the bodies.
Okay, I rolled 12.
You find 4 cred sticks, and they're cred sticks.
Cool.
And you find an assortment. One of them has like a pack of gum that he had in his pocket.
Okay.
And it's probably covered in blood at this point.
Getting tossed over my right shoulder.
It's like really bad juicy fruit, and you open it and you just see there's just blood all over the juicy fruit, and you're like, okay, toss. But you get the cred sticks from that.
I do not believe that this is fruit.
I thought false advertising was illegal.
Anyway, as he's going through the bodies, you don't really find anything else too out there. There's like somebody's wallet, but you know, like I said, you find the cred stick, and then you find like his ID and stuff like that. So, sadly, it's stuff you really can't use.
I'll pocket the ID.
I'll pocket the ID card. Okay.
You have pockets?
I gotta... Yeah.
He's got compartments, technically, so yeah, he theoretically could do that. You just see a little compartment open, puts the ID badge in, and it closes.
What's the guy's name that I pocketed? The badge?
His name is
Mr. Jackson.
Igor Tchaikovsky.
I started pulling open drawers and shit in the
And it's just
office.
like random, like what you would find in an office like this. So, you know, there's shipment data, you know, shipment manifests. Find like the random, like apparently they still use paper clips, and you see paper clips in like this drawer. Someone with a pen, like a collection of pens. Like there's a lot here.
Any really nice pens?
Yes, they're really nice. They're very nice. The click pens.
I'll take
pens.
I'll take a couple of those and fuck it, a handful of paper clips. I grew up watching MacGyver.
Yes, because MacGyver would still be a thing. So
Ancient,
yes, you did.
Ancient
yes,
MacGyver reruns.
Yes, you did. Along with Stargate. I mean, everybody knows about RDA. Come on.
RDA, baby.
RDA is still a hero in Starfinder. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, so you guys find collections of that. Other than that, it's not really, other than the consoles, there's not really much else here. Sorry that. So, you guys can log into and locate what kind of, you can probably figure out what they have for, in storage here. You just would need to have, you'd need to look for the certain box number or item number or whatever. You basically have to look into the database.
He can look through the database. I'll go through those, like the sheets, the printed out sheets, and see if I can find that number.
You do find that number.
And what information is alongside that?
Depleted uranium.
Oh, hell. Hey, what?
Yo.
There's depleted uranium in those boxes.
Jackpot.
Interesting.
How many can we fit aboard the ship?
Yeah, that's what I would like to know.
And these were actual like uranium rods from smaller ships. Like some of them still use nuclear power, and so they have the rods that they would use for the cores. This is what those were. But since what they can do is they can store them in these boxes and they can put shielding around them. That's why you don't really deal with the radiation. But they basically store them in certain parts of this facility. There's a whole hangar full of them in one of the offshoot hangars, by the way. As you look through, you see there's a lot of boxes of that.
Alright, well, let's not open these.
And if you guys want to make the calculation, there might be enough to be dangerous in that hangar.
Sweet.
So.
How far away is that hangar from us?
Going. No.
I think we have an RTB Waller.
Sorry, I had to take somebody.
How is it already 7 o'clock?
Yeah, man.
Good question.
What the fuck time did we start?
We started a little late.
True.
Yeah, but it's already been an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Actually, the stream's only been up for 48 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Oh, it feels like it's been freaking 20 minutes.
I know.
Well, that does explain why I have to take a leak, so I'll be back in just a second.
Alright. Break time really quick, man. Allsworth's like, oh no, what does depleted uranium have to do with what's going on?
If you guys are taking a break, I figure now is a good time to ask. What are you playing?
Starfinder.
Starfinder?
Uh-huh. It's basically Pathfinder 3.5, but in space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh.
And that's me and Brexit are running groups on Fridays, and we're running in basically in the same universe but two different groups. So I have these guys, and then down there there's those guys in the other group.
Okay.
What, would you be interested? And would you be able to commit Fridays?
Well, I would be interested, and I might be able to commit Fridays for a little while.
That's fine.
At least before I go to Poland. But I mean, yeah, I just have to find the time to create a character.
Yeah, we can do that after. It's not a big deal.
Cool.
Well, I don't want to take away from him. I do have Philly's character, but I don't want to burn that one yet. Because Philly was going to be in this group, but he decided not to. So,
what's going on?
I mean, I could do that.
No,
I wouldn't mind.
We'll get you a new one. So.
Okay, cool.
Well,
Yeah.
is Cash still starting up the?
Yes, he's
Star
doing
Wars.
Star Wars too. Yes.
Because I did opt out of that one.
I know.
Aw.
Which you shouldn't have, Minnie. Honestly.
Yeah, 3 characters is 3 games. I'm thinking it's gonna be 2.
Well, it's
I
gonna
mean,
alternate with
4
this
characters
one.
if you want to include Plode with.
Well,
Yeah, and it's
Three.
alternating with this one, Minnie. I'm not gonna be running this one every week. At
I
this
also
point.
don't want to burn out from D&D just because I'm playing it nonstop.
Yeah, that's fair.
True, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, you back? Everybody back?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, there's some depleted uranium, and there's a whole hangar full of it. There's also a weapons hangar as well. Like there's a storage for, it looks like Fed and other mercenary companies or whatever that they'd use to probably store their extra things, i.e., all of their all the stuff that they don't need anymore. You know, all of that stuff's in that hangar. Army surplus. There we go. Surplus. It's all their surplus.
Yeah, I'm going there.
You're just gonna go to the surplus hangar?
Yep. Which one?
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Which one?
So it's off to this way. Off of this hangar, it's the small axis. There's a bigger axis down here for the big hangar, but it's off and it'll take you down a level to that hangar.
And I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
Oh, I want to stock the armory on this ship so bad.
You guys press the button and the elevator goes down and it opens you guys open the door and
My hand's already hovering
it
over
is
the
like
button.
military Costco.
Oh,
You guys
God,
open it up
yes.
and you just see just walls of just like there's uniforms, body armor, a lot of old stuff. There's not very high-tech stuff in here. It's a lot of older probably stuff that you would really see what they would sell in the civilian market in here.
Oh, dear Lord.
We are gonna
I've
need
died and
a
gone to
bigger
heaven.
ship.
What was that?
Which
What was that, Pilates?
I've died and gone to heaven.
Gone. You do see that there is like an old motorcycle type vehicle there, and you see there's a couple of boxes missing. There's about 6 of them missing. And these things are large. Like they would be the size of almost probably 15 to 20
How do we know
meters
they're
tall.
missing if they're not there?
Well, you could see that there was
Like dust marks on the ground?
there's dust marks and it looked very empty space on where these boxes were.
Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ogle the bike.
It is a classic 19 in this universe it's a 1987 Harley Davidson like
Fucking
fusion
hover
jet
bike.
bike. Yeah, hover bike. It's a classic, put it that way. And it has a little sidecar and it has a little machine gun mount on it on the sidecar.
I'll look back to the others. Can we keep it?
There is an identification number on it though, so
Nothing some sandpaper won't fix.
there's also a lock on it, probably for the security of it not getting stolen.
I think depleted uranium will sell for higher.
Oh, I ain't selling this.
Oh, I see. Very well then.
What kind of lock?
It's a computer lock, but it also has a GPS tracker on it, you can tell. You've seen these locks before. It's basically they put it on there. It's their version of a LoJack where if it gets stolen, it'll notify the security system, like if it starts moving, and you need the right passcode to unlock it. So
I'm gonna pull out the sheet.
I'm gonna try the other passcode. Sadly, none of the. Go ahead and roll me a d4. Actually, d6 this time.
You just said sadly none of them are gonna work.
Sadly, none of them are going to work. Probably. We'll see. Roll me a d. Actually, just roll me a d20 and see what you get.
I feel like your odds just keep getting worse.
Yes, they do.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
My God.
And a Harley.
And Harley.
Am I doing it with any modifiers?
Nope, just a d20. Straight
'Cause I
d20.
got a 17.
Oddly, it works. You now have a motorcycle.
I was
Oh my
relatively certain you were gonna make it only a natural 20 would pass.
Oh, I'm not that much of a dick. I mean, I will be, but no. The mount you could probably fit your sniper rifle on that mount. By the way,
That'd be stupid. It's a fucking single round. I'm gonna wheel this over towards the elevator and just kind of park it.
It doesn't fit the elevator. This isn't the main access. This is just the personal access elevator. You guys watch as Buck's like trying to wheel this thing over.
I'm gonna
You
stand it
guys?
up. Get out of the way.
Very well. I'm gonna
get
side
out of
shift
the
and just
I was
watch.
joking, but okay.
Yes.
By the way,
We're just
video
watching
recording
this
is
all go
on.
down, going like, oh shit.
I'll just park it there for the moment and go back and just start essentially diving into the boxes and seeing what I can find.
There's like assorted. There's no ammunition here, but there's like assorted like magazines.
I grab a couple empties for this rifle.
Empties. Yeah, you grab enough to have a full load if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So there's
Any more
more of
gun?
those rifles down here.
Hey, I got some rifles. I'll take an armful and dump them in the sidecar so we can
Just
fill
like-
out the
just
arsenal. It's like Christmas.
Does the ship have a tow rope or something we can hang down the elevator shaft?
Oh wait, no, that's this one over here, Mini. That
Yep.
broke.
Yep.
This one's fine.
There's other ones that go all the way up to the hangar bay. So
Do we trust the rest of the working elevators?
Yeah, just you don't fuck with it.
I pushed the button, it broke. Not my
Push the button
fault.
like 8 goddamn times.
It deserved it.
Jesus.
oh my God.
Alright, what else is in here?
Mainly like survival equipment, so basic like lights, camping equipment,
Fire extinguishers.
there is no fire extinguishers in here.
We'll have to look for the rest through the rest.
I mean, there's ones on the wall, but there's not ones like stored
couple of
here.
those.
Yep.
Any spacesuits?
There is survival suits. There's no space suits.
Survival, as in
Like you could probably EVA with them for about 10 minutes. Like they use them.
couple of
Pilots
those.
would use those for like ejection, but there's no like long-term EVA suits.
That's fine. That's
So
good for the ship crew. So I'm just cramming all this shit into the sidecar and like around the motorcycle because I'm just gonna fill up the arsenal now, or the armory.
and you start looking through. Do you want to see who owns these things?
Not particularly.
Okay, do you care? Not particularly.
Not particularly.
Does it have the Spectre logo on them?
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't give a shit.
They're about to go missing.
When I get them in the ship, I'll scratch out all the names on the tags and write Buck.
Property of Buck, just property of Buck, and you get like a stamper and everything, and you're just doing that on every gun that you have.
Serial number 0000.
There's a couple of there's pistols. There's like a whole.
Ooh,
It's like a Walmart video.
I'm
It's
taking
like
a pistol for
video.
myself.
It's like the video DVD little pod at Walmart where you just walk in and it's just like random pistols just thrown into this freaking container.
a handful of like empty pistols just kind of fly out of this crate that I'm sat in, like towards the elevator area. I'll take one of those too, because I need something to complement my rifle.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna walk over and see. Do any of those pistols fit in my hideaway limb?
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna take it, and which one fits the best and is the biggest caliber is going in.
Okay.
Are they all the same, or are they different ones?
They're different ones. You just kind of like they just threw shit in here, never to probably be used again.
Like, and these are all kinetic, right?
Yeah, they're all kinetic. There's no energy. So you as you're walking through here, it's like whoever owns these probably upgraded to energy based very, some time ago, and this is just all their kinetic stuff if they ever need it, kind of thing. But more than likely they don't use it, so or they have better stuff. And also by walking through here, people had not been in this hangar for probably, your guess is at least a decade, if not more.
I don't care. Fucking old ass pistol will kill something just as good as my rifle.
Everybody, roll me a perception check, please.
$18.
12. Wait, 13.
Fallsworth?
Yep.
Roll me a perception check, sir.
That's bad. That would be a 4.
So, Hallsworth.
Or 3, excuse me.
You notice on the wall, there's a field computer that's just kind of chilling there. You can tell what it is. It's basically a portable console.
Okay.
So if you want to grab that, you can.
I will, and then we'll see if it's working and all that fun stuff.
Buck, there is a missile launcher on the wall.
Couple of those.
There's one. It is just one, and there is like 5 missiles with it.
A couple of those.
You just grab all of the missile and all of that.
Yep.
You get to the missiles, and there is a radiation sign on the missiles.
Huh.
Oh boy.
I really shouldn't.
You get up there and you realize that these are nuclear.
Nuke 'em, Johnny.
Fucking Christ.
Yep.
Cha-ching!
I'm quite unlike everything else I've just been yeeting towards the motorcycle. I'm going to carry these carefully.
You just put them in
He's
a
like,
suitcase.
I'm gonna carry this.
It has its own little suitcase and everything, and it's very pristine. And you kind of lock it down, and you carry this. It's a big launcher, basically metal suitcase with the missiles in it, and you slowly put it back into the sidecar.
Have the others seen what these are?
I mean, Mini probably would have. Wup, probably not.
Mini, 13 is
13.
looking at you, and there's an oddly flashing light on the front of his face.
I hope that means what I'm feeling right now, too.
Yes, it does. Also being video recorded.
Oh my god.
I'd scrub that if I were you. We ain't supposed to have this. As I get over here towards Whoop and the motorcycle.
There is a starship part of this too. You guys get down towards the end of the hangar. This is a big hangar. It's like the hangar scene in Indiana Jones where it's like the top people. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just you just have this big storage room, and there is some ship weapons and other items in here. They do have a hyperdrive here. It's a shitty one, but they have a hyperdrive.
It's better than no hyperdrive.
It's honestly, it is literally a size of a big. It's like a small pallet jack kind of thing, and you would need to probably drive. There is a pallet jack forklift machine in here, and you'll probably need to drive that over to the big elevator to take it up to the ship.
All right.
But yes, there is a small. It's a very shitty hyperdrive, but there is one in here.
We are taking this. It is required.
Oh, good. There's a cargo space for the ship. Awesome. Like a text box.
Yep.
Awesome sauce. All right. Would one of you all mind kind of checking the pathway over to the big elevator?
I can check it.
Thank you. I'm gonna. Well, he goes.
Five's like on the way.
Bilotti, as you guys drive by, you notice something with your high roll. You notice this large, almost, it's bigger than, it's the biggest, like, tank cannon sized box you've ever seen.
I stop.
You kind of, like, drive by, you're, like, on it with the hyperdrive, you stop, and you're like, what is this? And
it calls to me.
It calls to you, and you look over it, and it is a Corvette-sized Mac cannon.
It's so beautiful.
Problem is it probably will not fit on your ship.
I got duct tape.
Space tape.
It's not going to fit on your ship.
100 light year an hour tape.
Odd.
We will make it work. Throw it on the elevator.
Fallsworth, roll me another perception check, please.
Oh, man. 9.
You being at the back of the party, you hear, "Excuse me!" and a robotic voice from from another door, and you see a droid walking up behind you guys.
Stop, turn, draw the pistol, and level it. Right at it.
And you see, he's like, "What is your business here?"
Who are you?
I am droid 046573. I'm assigned to help assist with the crew on this station. What is your business here? Are you stealing things? As he sees the
You're assigned to help with the crew on the station, so did you kill all the crew then?
What do you mean, kill? They should all be alive still.
What do you mean they should all be alive? Have you not looked around this station at all recently?
I'm not permitted to go to the crew deck.
13's gonna toss the that ID badge he took, the bloody one, and just toss it at the robot's feet.
This motherfucker's dead.
I see.
So you're assigned to help with operations on this station, huh?
Yes.
So what exactly is it that you do on this level?
I am a maintenance and cleaning droid, and I also help move the merchandise around here. You are not permitted to be here, are you? Are you from this company? Do you own all these items?
This is a Spectre building, right?
No.
No, I'm asking you all as a GM. Is this a Spectre building?
Not. It's not.
I thought it was one of their subcontracted warehouses.
Their subcontractor store stuff's in here, but Spectre doesn't own it. And the military part isn't a Spectre company. Like, this part of it in particular isn't Spectre.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh well.
Instead of answering this question, I'm gonna look at my two guys and go, do we even trust him after we saw what the rest of those droids did to everybody?
Not particularly. As he's talking to the droid, by the way, I'm just kind of slowly inching away on the pallet jack.
He's like, I don't want to be terminated, but I will enable the security protocols if you do try to terminate this unit.
Don't want to be terminated, but I'll try to enable the security protocols. Yes, is that what he just said?
Yes. if you do try to shoot me, I will enable security protocols, basically.
Uh-huh.
All I know is I found my spare parts.
It is a very similar model to 13, by the way. It's not the same, but it's a similar model.
And I'm just gonna drive away on the thing or go check the elevator.
I'm gonna holster my pistol since it hasn't made any hostile action toward us, and I have a shit ton of nano.
I mean,
if I
he
need
has
to
no
fuck his
reason.
day.
He has nothing to really make a hostile action towards you with. It's a
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just gonna
droid.
holster. I'm gonna go. So, how long have you been here by yourself then?
I'm not by myself. There's 5 of us here. 5 other units.
Okay, let me restate that. How long have you been here without any humans giving you orders or passing any information along or anything like that from the command deck?
We've received information from the command deck since about 20 minutes ago. That's about how long you guys have been here at this point.
Interesting. Were you guys able to verify whoever was giving you the orders?
The identification code's all checked out with us. So we all took it as all the units on these levels have taken it as directives from the command.
And what directives were they giving you exactly?
Maintain normal operations. Other than assisting with the movement of 6 packages from this to a ship that happened a couple of days ago.
What packages were you not supposed to be assisting with? Do you know what was in them?
We're not provided with that information.
Was there anything strange about the packages? Any like extra security or anything like that?
I mean, there was the 6 packages from this hangar. This hangar itself, they were quite large. That's all I remember. I'm the curator of this hangar. I keep all the stuff relatively clean when I can. I mean, it's hard when it's one person with all of this, and he just kind of waves in the air with his arms.
Like he just don't care.
Yeah. These robots seem to have a little more personality than what you'd probably be accustomed to.
13.
Yeah, well, similar to 13.
How would?
How would?
How would?
So. But upon the death of the crew, I don't know what will happen with us or they'll probably blame all of the units here for the death of the crew and terminate all of us.
Right out?
That's been what they've done in the past. At least that's what we've been programmed to believe.
No, I mean, do you want us to take you somewhere else so you don't get terminated?
I mean, this unit would like not to be terminated.
Actually, I can't really be the one saying that because I'm currently on my way to the elevator.
Yeah,
Where
but
is
I
the
would probably
elevator?
relay this. I was probably gonna say, do you guys want like a ride out of here? Since if you're gonna get blamed for it, it's clearly not your fault. You guys don't deserve to be terminated.
Someone's gonna blame somebody for what happened.
I mean, someone can blame somebody for what they happen all they want. There are plenty of offensively oriented droids upstairs that can be very easily blamed for the massacre in the crew deck.
The droids got out from the storage area? From their storage area?
Like old combat models? Like security droids?
We have a combat wing here. It stores all of the droids, all the old
old deactivated ones?
Yeah, there's a there's a Fed locker in this facility too.
Yeah, then I would say they got out of there and they massacred the crew. There is a lot of blood on the command deck.
Who let them out, I wonder?
Probably whoever took those boxes.
Were there any abnormal visitors to the station before all this started?
Data. You hear him kind of. He's like running it through and it says data error is all it says.
Data error.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you remember having anybody come down to this deck before that wasn't part of the ship's crew?
Data error. Says again.
Okay. I'll take that as somebody who wants to cover their tracks pretty well. So do you guys want to ride off this station then or not?
I mean, unless the company's gonna repurpose us for something, then yeah, I don't want to be left here.
Well, I doubt the company's going to repurpose you, because yeah, there's a lot of blood upstairs, and like you said, they're probably going to blame somebody for it. So, you said there's 5 of you, right?
Yes, there is.
You 5 want to ride out of here. I'd say we'll offer it to you.
Just, don't tell them that we're stealing their shit.
All I'm going to say, though, is while that's going on, one, we're going to need to make sure that you guys aren't carrying any, viruses or electronic warfare software or anything that may have been installed with all the intruders and everything else that could harm our ship. And 2, we're going to need you guys to not ask any particular questions about the stuff we're recovering for the subcontractor that owns this facility.
I see.
We don't work directly for said subcontractor, however, we are a recovery team that has been dispatched by its parent organization.
And 3rd, we're gonna need you to tell us if there's any awesome or any additional awesome shit here.
Yeah, so if there's any additional high-level, important items that were being kept secret here or anything like that, we're gonna need just to box them up and put them on the ship. I don't care if I know what they are specifically or not, but if they need to leave, they need to come out with us. We got told to recover as much as humanly possible from here.
And you guys see, well, there is this, and he leads you all towards this.
The other 2 are going up the elevator of the ship. They're stealing shit. I'm the only one with the robots still.
Yeah, so he leads you.
I left the pallet jack at the ship, and I came back down this elevator. So,
and you see, there's this large box, and see him scan. He has a scanner on his arm. He has like a scanner, and he scans the box. And box Bravo 14 contains one type A37 mobile vehicle, and you see him like kick the box open, and it is like a Humvee with a minigun on top of it.
Well, I suppose we should probably get that up to the ship then.
That's almost as cool as my bike.
And there's also this, and he opens up he leads you guys to another area of the Indiana Jones stockpile. Opens up the sliding door, and I don't know if you're with him at this point, Buck, but if Buck is,
yes,
your face just totally lights up with just, oh my god, what is this place? It is a whole room full of...
Please be rounds for my sniper rifle. Please be rounds for my sniper rifle.
There's about 100 rounds of your sniper rifle ammo in here that you can see just right off the bat.
And what else?
Other things like armor. There is some spotting equipment, so like binoculars, like high quality, super like high powered shit. Like stuff that you would probably want to use if you're making long distance shot. Like this is for one person in particular that you can tell, and you can tell they have very good taste. And they use the same sniper rifle you do. And Bilatti's like, is that sniper rifle in here?
Back up.
Is that sniper rifle in here?
No, it is not.
That's fine, I already have one. But now I have rounds.
Yes, you do. And there is specialty type of rounds too, they're just not rounds. There's 100 regular rounds, and as you start looking around, there's like specially designed rounds that someone built or had built for your rifle.
Oh.
There is like HE, SLAP, There's some EMP ones. There's a lot of those.
Just gonna start emptying everything in this room into the fucking into a crate.
Is there anything else that y'all want?
Do they have any additional like major electronic equipment we need to recover? Any of that stuff, construction, like that kind of stuff.
What type? We have everything from starship level all the way down to individual level.
Okay, what kind of stuff do you get? We probably can't take anything major starship out without installing it into the ship. So
well, we do have a electronic warfare suite.
We should probably bring that with us at least then.
In the ship, you'd have to install it, but it's here.
I mean, we'll have to install it then because we probably should not leave that here. They would not be happy.
No.
And
also, what kind of personal level electronics do we have?
There is smaller like jammers and stuff, like personnel jammers. For like security frequencies and stuff like that. Stuff that you would use to do high infiltration and intrusion missions into certain facilities. They're older. Like I said, this isn't like up the line stuff anymore.
No, but it's
like,
better than the nothing we have right now. So we will take it.
This is probably on the majority of the stuff that you're looking at. I mean, other than the rifle stuff that Bilotti got, like all of this is at least like 2 or 3 generations behind.
That's fine. I can live with 2 or 3 generations behind. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. So you've got all that. There is they do have kinetic weapons for starships too. Like I said, they have the Mac, and they also have some other like rail guns, like smaller amounts that you guys.
How long is that going to take to install in our ship, though?
Depends on where you go and how you do it and who does it.
I mean, if we just try and do it ourselves,
it would probably take.
I have an engineering of 6.
I mean, if y'all did it, I mean, it would take you. The guns would probably take longer. The hyperdrive might even just be a plug-and-play thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Are we able to at least store this stuff? You know, do we have a time frame on how fast we have to get off of the station?
No, I mean, theoretically you don't, but I don't think you need to take everything. Your ship can only hold so much.
Yeah, well, we're taking the EW suite, that's for sure, and definitely.
You hear a loud thunk, and as you look over,
the motorcycle. Are you gonna take the motorcycle and the
Hell
car?
yeah!
Okay.
We're taking both.
Okay.
The loud thunk is me placing the crate of rifle shit in the back of the Humvee.
it more looks like a Warthog almost.
It's a Humvee analog.
Yeah, it's a Humvee analog. It's an all-terrain, basically being able for you guys to maneuver around if you need to. There's also a they do have a lot of tech data in here, halls. Like, so if you wanted to raid, there is a private room of servers that is locked to the robot if you want to try and break into that.
Do we want to try and break into it, guys? What do you think?
Or
do we have enough and let's not gamble further?
I figure that's the thing that's most likely to set off alarm bells, so maybe wait until we're at least ready to get out of here before we do that.
I'd say let's not even bother with it. We'll just extract with what we have and call it a day.
Works for me.
Microphone activated.
Overall, you guys got a lot without triggering
I will
the
do my security checks, though, on all of the droids and see if I can figure out why their memory's scrambled and if there's carrying any viruses or EW or spy software.
And you're able to break into, like, you're able to log into their network.
I get the permission before I do this physically to any of them.
Yes, so
like,
what you will have to do,
basically.
though, is you guys will have to take a network, receiver for them to be, like, if you want them to go on your ship, you have to install that receiver onto the ship somewhere.
Okay, we'll do that as well then.
So, for them to come with you, that's how it works.
We'll do that then. We'll install it on our ship. We're just gonna have a bunch of helpers.
They do notice that there was a ship, like, in their data logs. They had a ship that came from the VESC system, about 3 days ago. And once that kind of, like, they went and they were here to pick up stuff from the room that where the uranium came from, that depleted the rods, and then all of the data is basically scrambled. You can tell either somebody hijacked into all the systems here to basically try and clean it out, but you notice that you have such a high computer score anyway, that whoever did it didn't do it cleanly. Like
Okay,
they got
can I recover it or?
You can only get pieces. Like it wasn't a clean cover up.
Okay.
But you can
What
tell
kind
that
of pieces can I get?
So from what you can tell, it was a Vesk ship from Vesk. So it's the racial ship from the Vesk, and it seems like it was a Vesk government ship. Other than that,
can I
you
pull
don't
any
know.
identifiers on it?
That you cannot know. There's not a lot of information on it, but you did.
And what about security feeds?
You did see that there was Vesk on the station, and they were basically, there was one point where they did get into a argument. From what you can tell, it was an argument with the station administrator or with the facility administrator, and then somehow the robots got released, and then that's where everything kind of goes blank.
Interesting. So tracing back to before all that chaos starts, if I look at the landing bay where the Vest ship was, can I get a name on the ship?
There is no identifier on it. Like that part got cleaned off of from what you have.
I mean, they were stupid.
So
sloppy work usually leads to sloppy results, but
yeah,
it was just accurate enough. Maybe he wasn't comm logs. Like actual audio logs, transcripts from the traffic, and anything else. How do they identify their ship in the logs?
They don't identify the ship unless you know how to speak Vesk. Do you know how to speak Vesk?
It's one of my languages, so...
Okay. They talk about a... They just call each other by what you can tell by, it seems like ranks.
Okay, well, no, when the ship is trying to dock... What does it say to the station to get permission to dock?
The station, the identifier it used it was a civilian identifier.
Okay. What identifier did it use?
It was very similar to your guys', so it was SS 2737 was the numbers.
SS 2737. Okay, we'll note that one down. Write that down.
And all of the information that you were able to recover from that, that's what the identifier, like the beacon on the ship for the
transponder match.
The transponder match, everything on that matched. So, but it is, if you want to look up for that ship later, you can. You would need to go into the registries and look that up. Which you can't do that here. But yeah, overall, like the Vest came here, and they were the ones that took the, you probably put it together. There's a little bit of data that didn't get cleaned out. The Vesks were the ones that took the big boxes from the military area that you guys noticed were missing. And they also are the ones that you probably have taken the uranium, because it was the last ship that was here, according to the logs.
Okay.
And because the other ship would have been yours at this point.
Did the robots attack any of the Vesk?
No, they did not.
Okay. Okay.
The robots were released probably, you're putting it together, probably sometime after the Vesk were leaving or had left, like very soon after. Because there was chunks missing. Like there's still chunks missing of data.
Okay.
So that's kind of what you're put together. But
yeah,
that's
when they
pretty
damaged this, did they just like reroute everything through hard drives, or did they like encrypt the data to hide it, or like what did they do to destroy it?
It looks like what it looks like is like when somebody would take a magnet to a hard drive, and
so they actually did try and do a hard drive on it.
Yeah, and they did it remotely, and it didn't work 100% effectively.
Because they didn't actually come take a magnet and run it along a hard drive.
It seems like whoever their tech wasn't just that good, apparently. So not as good as you.
Get on our level, scrub.
Yeah, basically.
It was good enough that it could protect most amateur or regular technician level accesses, but when you're dealing with higher level counter intrusion work, it's sloppy work.
It's the people that they did it. They thought they could do it by when the company
thought no one would be in here soon enough to check or be able to actually do anything.
And then by the time they do that, the company just kind of looks at things and is like, oh, it's a pirate, you know?
Yeah.
So
because they don't try it. Yeah.
And they did try make it look like a stage like a pirate raid. And they
But it's
also
definitely
did.
not.
They also did take. It looks like they took droid parts and droids from the droid area to their ship as well.
Okay.
So, but yes, that is what you find.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna keep loading shit.
Okay. I'll tell you what you end up getting. So.
Okay. Like I said, I just want to know what we do end up.
And you
I
guys
end up getting
do have it. You
supply-wise.
guys do find ammunition for the gun on the vehicle, by the way. So you do have some of that. And you also find enough ammo to stock your rifles up pretty well. I'm assuming you're grabbing multiple rifles at this point to
Yeah, I
stock that
got, like,
armory up.
10 of them, 10 pistols to cram in the armory.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. And you guys got the hyperdrive, and you guys got the E-War. Sweet.
And a bike.
And a bike, and the Humvee. And also a rocket launcher with nukes.
Jackpot. Are we stopping at the depleted uranium to pick it up so we can sell?
Probably shouldn't leave it on the station. We're just gonna need to make sure we can safely secure it.
So do you guys go over and check that room?
Yeah, we probably
The
should.
robot, one of the robots go
I'm gonna
with
send my
you.
nano over to check the room.
The room is completely empty.
Okay.
Well, shit.
And, can we ask him if, he knows what was in the crates that were missing from the armory room?
Hall's already asked him.
Oh, did he?
And yeah, and
And
they
that's
don't
what was
remember.
there.
It was one
Got
of the error data. So it was part of the error data. Yeah.
Are there any other crates in there that match that size, like that?
There's 2 more.
Alright, I'm gonna pry bar one of those open. After, I've finished loading everything, I'm going back down there.
You guys open it up, and you've never seen something like this before, Buck. It looks like a robot. It looks like an oversized robot. It's kind of like cranked down into like a storage position. And it looks like it's big enough that you could probably sit in it.
I'm gonna take a couple pictures.
Yep.
And
This
then I'm
one
gonna
it
try and
doesn't
sit in
have
it.
it's not fully encased like the part where you would sit in it. It's more like
Leave her alone, you bitch.
the constructor things from Aliens. So it's one of those. It's the pallet loaders. But they're about the same size. And that's what they tell you. This one you could probably tell is probably used for working on a bigger ship somewhere, like loading ammo into like a big battleship or something.
Lifting a large Mac gun onto a small transport ship?
You're not getting the Mac on the ship.
Well, just duct tape it to the hull. In a roughly forward firing
position. It won't work that way. You'd have to rebuild the whole ship around it to build it that way.
It doesn't have to work. I just want to take it with me. We'll fix the working part later.
We're literally going to be listing to the left as like a cargo thing is hanging off the left
No,
side.
It's
I'm not a complete idiot. I'll undersling it in the middle. I know
you're just
how
gonna
balance
A10
works.
that shit and just put it right down the center of the ship.
Eventual, baby.
So the right side duct tape, let's go. But either way, 13's back on the ship, organizing the boxes, this goes there, that goes there, trying to make everything fit as best as possible.
By the way, that ship, the cannon, by the way, it looked like it mounted onto an arm of something.
Super cruiser one?
Yes. It's the size of it's the size of a Corvette weapon. So it wouldn't fit on you guys' ship, but it looked like they mounted it onto, like, had mounts to go onto something.
How big is this loader in comparison to our ship?
The loader is probably the size of
box.
The box is about 20 meters tall, but that's also including the dead space and everything too. There was a lot of dead space in it. Like the overall size of the robot's probably closer to 12, 15 feet.
So it definitely, whatever it was not meant to be mounted on this robot.
No.
How
No.
long is this cannon?
This cannon's probably, in total, it's probably 150 feet, 200 feet in this bay.
Okay.
Yeah, like this thing's big.
Alright,
How long's our ship?
Not that long. It's bigger than the length of the ship. So.
I really want to attach it.
Alright, I will take some pictures of that, though.
Yep.
Pictures of the loader and pictures of the empty spots near where the loaders were. Like,
Do you take pictures next to the hull of all of your shit? Like,
but no, that's already on the ship.
Spectre, look at what we got. It's just all of the shit.
Do I look like the dumbest guy in the world to you?
I mean,
that's already on the ship, man. I'm just taking pictures of
okay.
Just the stuff that, they stole.
Okay.
Not the stuff that we stole. I'm not that dumb.
I mean, yeah. So, what else are we wanting to do before y'all leave?
Did I find any spare parts?
There is spare parts for you here.
Outstanding.
And you said there were other ship weapons?
Yeah, they're like small, like very small railguns, like PDC level.
Anything we can
Microphone
mount
muted.
now?
There's 2 of them that you can mount. They're older, but you can put them on your ships. So
Support and
they're
starboard.
basically straight up missile defense weapons, and they're also you can use them on smaller ships. So you can get 2 of those. They're like the PDCs from the Expanse kind of thing.
Yep.
So you guys are gonna have to go, and you're gonna have your ship and refit. Anyway, we're gonna about all this shit. It's gonna be a great day. So anyway, is that all the haul that we
Microphone
want to
activated.
haul, boys and girls?
Can we fit anything else in our ship?
I mean, it's getting pretty cramped. If you don't want to be noticeable.
Oh, that the jammer thing that we turned off.
Yes.
Was that in any way, shape, or form detachable? And
No.
Fuck.
Unless you want to destroy the station.
I mean, it's not mine. Is it possible to detach?
No. You'd have to, like you said, you'd actually have to take out the whole walls, and basically it was built for that room.
Damn. Alright. So what do we have? We have the crappy jump drive, electronic warfare package for the ship, Humvee, Harley bike, fire extinguishers. I don't know how many we found, but spare parts, rocket launcher with nukes. What am I missing? Oh, a shit ton of guns.
Shitloads of guns.
Alright,
Yep.
so I have written down a couple of short duration EVA suits, like 5.
Yeah, there was
Stuff them in the armory. 10 assault rifles, stuff them in the armory. 10 handguns, stuff them in the armory. Missile launcher and specialty ammunition, stuffed them in the armory. Ammunition for above. Holdsworth's field computer. Bike, Humvee analog.
By the way, this field computer Halsworth looks like an old iMac.
I mean, hey, I've got it.
It works.
It's a spare computer if I need to test things on.
Yeah, it looks like an iMac.
So we got the 2 vehicles. What else?
The 5 droids.
The droids.
Now, what do we have to do? There needs to be a signal emanating from the
So
ship.
they have to have their wireless. Basically, their network has to come with them. They don't work outside their network. So you would have to mount their signal network in the ship for them to work on the ship.
Wait, we're keeping them?
I mean, unless you guys are gonna just drop them off somewhere as they're deactivated.
Can I
As soon
I
as they
would
leave the
keep 'em, I
station, they
guess.
will shut off. Is what'll happen.
emulate that network from myself on board the ship?
No.
Hmm. Is there any technology, Wi-Fi router, whatever you want to call it, that is here that we can just kind of, take and put
That's
on the...
what it would be, is what you would be taking.
Oh, okay. Can I set that up on the ship?
Yeah.
All right.
You'd have to take it with you from the station. So.
Oh, just okay, that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That means you can add more droids to that too if you ever do get more for crew or whatever.
So like 5 service droids. Is that
Yep.
what you call them?
Maintenance, and assist droids. They're probably not very good at piloting, but they can at least
That's fine.
make sure that things are clean and they can help move stuff around and things like that. Like they help you. I mean, do you want to trust a droid to cook?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I mean, cooking can be very mechanical, but
there's not that love part of it that goes into cooking. Anyway.
Man, I've spent the last fucking 10 years of my life eating fucking rations. I don't give a shit about love.
Anyway. And don't forget the cred sticks you picked up from the dead crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got 4 cred sticks. I'll run those through to see how much each has on them later.
Yep. And I think that's all you got from this little haul.
Yep.
The droids do help you as you guys get the wireless system established on the ship. They're helping Buck load the rest of the stuff onto the ship.
Yep.
So you now have droids that can assist with certain things. Like they go around and do you program them to do anything in particular, or do you or 13 or?
Actually, I had a question. So they have to have a wireless. So they have something in their programming that requires them to have a wireless signal.
There has to be basically a network for them to be attached to. Yes.
Okay. So is there a way that we can make it so they don't require a network?
Yes. You'd have to buy the adapters for it.
No, I mean, like, is there a way to basically make them completely autonomous? Like, they're
yes.
Okay.
You would have to buy the adapting and the software and basically reprogram them completely. Do that.
Interesting.
Now, it won't wipe their memory. I mean, there's a way you can do it without wiping their memory, but most
that's
of the
what I'm
time
asking
they
more.
do
Is
that.
there a way we can upgrade or, give them a...
You
guys aren't
it's
actually
harder.
trapped on this ship.
It's a lot harder for them to do that, but mainly, or for people to do that, mainly they just go through and just wipe the whole memory and they just start over.
Yeah,
usually with droids.
I'd rather not do that, so we're gonna have to do it the hard way. So we're gonna have to buy some of these. We're gonna have to buy 5 of these adapters and get that software.
So, and there's none here. You guys do look, and they don't have any of those here.
I'm gonna head back to the crew area quick.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab that 12-pack and 3 fire extinguishers.
Okay.
Tradition, we always steal a fire extinguisher.
Always steal a fire extinguisher. Look, man, we were making fun of it, and then it literally saved one of our crew members in our first mission. So
we're gonna upgrade our ship, and there's gonna be an entire room that's just fire extinguishers. We're gonna have new crew members come on all the time and go, "Why the fuck is there a room with like 100 fire extinguishers in it?"
These new droids that you guys got are gonna have fire extinguishers onto their arms, and they're just gonna walk around with them on.
Yeah,
all the time.
Every droid has to have a fire extinguisher internally mounted.
I light up a cigarette in my room. The door opens, just fucking fire extinguishers.
Put that out.
Anyway,
fire suppression completed.
Toying out that light.
I told you.
You do find a box of cigars. You do find the administrator's office, Buck. You should go back up there, and he has a box of cigars and some very fine alcohols in his office.
I'll go ahead and pilfer that. Anything else nice in there? Any information files?
There's a whole file cabinet.
I'm gonna start rifling through that and looking for.
It's locked.
Oh, mechanically locked?
They're locked.
Do they? I should have one of those passwords left, don't I?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna
Roll
try
me a
it.
D4.
4, so 2.
It opens. And you see it slide open, and there is just data pads, data pads, all the way through this drawer. There is a lot of information here.
Alright, well, might as well just grab the stack of it as well.
Okay.
Make my way back up to the ship.
You guys watch as Buck is just like carrying like 45 data pads, and he's just like huffing these up to the ship.
A couple bottles of nice booze and a box of cigars on top of this big deck of pads.
How much porn are you going to watch?
Get to the top of the ramp and just go, help.
What do the robots help you on there?
I don't know, these were in the administrator's lockup, so figure we'll go through them, see if maybe it was all locked up tight, so hopefully, they missed it. Maybe we'll get some information as to what was in there.
Either that, or you found his porn stash.
Hey, man, win-win.
It's lonely out here. It's a win-win.
Lonely
Right.
in the black. I'll be in my bunk.
Anyway, guys, and is there anything else y'all want to do?
I'm gonna start repairing myself.
Okay. Roll engineering checks for me, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought this was gonna be the long rest type thing.
Can I go lend him a hand?
Yep.
Yeah, I should probably go help as well.
Yep.
I have an engineering of 6.
I have an engineering of 7, so therefore I rolled 17.
What did you roll, Bilotti?
I didn't know if I was giving him advantage or if I was doing separate.
I rolled the help
Do them
upgrade him as
separately.
well.
Yeah, separately.
I rolled a 17 plus 6 is 23.
Damn.
I rolled a 23 as well.
Okay, what'd you get, Minnie?
17.
Yeah, you guys were able to get
God,
him
we're
repaired.
better at fixing you than you are.
I rolled
Yep.
a 10.
I mean, to be fair, he's the one that also is, like, damaged to shit, so it's probably hard for him to work on, his own internal organs effectively.
Yeah, so you guys get him patched up.
Now, does that include stamina as well?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, boys.
Open one of those generic sodas and head up to the bridge.
Grab the RC, like, Diet Cola. You start drinking it, and it's, like, still tastes like it should.
Tastes awful. Just
Yep.
like Mama used to make.
Yep. And, I think we can call it there for tonight. That's a nice little package, a little shopping without paying for anything session.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
man,
much.
they're gonna be so jealous.
Yes, free shit.
We're probably dead right now anyways.
I'm also gonna log these coordinates of where this
That's
thing
definitely
is.
not a bad idea, so we can come back. Have we mounted the PDCs, or...?
You guys will have to do that in dry dock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we could do that here.
I mean, it's going to take extensive work, probably, to mount everything. So... But, anyway, you done streaming there, Minnie?
Stream now coming down.